Alaikum, my dear students. So today's topic is parts of speech, and we will carry on this discussion from our previous video lesson, wherein we had discussed noun and the types of noun. Today, our next topic is pronoun. So, by definition, it is a word that is used in place of a noun to avoid repetition. For example, he, she, they, etc. So, pronoun is a word that is used in place of a noun to avoid repetition. When we use a noun at the beginning of a discussion, it is awkward then to repeat that noun again and again in that very discussion or any context. So, therefore, we use pronoun to avoid such awkwardness in speech or in written form. There are three cases of pronoun which are respectively nominative or subjective case, means when the pronoun is the doer of an action. Objective case means when the pronoun is the receiver of an action. And possessive case means when the pronoun is showing possession. For example, he, it is the nominative case, him, which is the objective case, and his, which is the possessive case. Are, she, her, and hers are also respectively the three cases of she. So, next is verb. So, verb by definition is a word that shows an action in a sentence. For example, play, run, write, etc. So, verb is a word that shows action in a sentence. Uh, any sentence that describes an action, so that action is described through the verb. Again, there are further two divisions in terms of verb. Okay, number one, that is called transitive verb, and the other one is called intransitive verb. Transitive verb takes a direct object, means without an object its sense is incomplete, like write, kick, hit, etc. So these three verbs are the verbs that are called transitive verbs, because if we do not put a direct object after such verbs, its sense would be incomplete. It can give us the complete sense when we put direct object after such verbs. Then is intransitive verb. Intransitive verb is such a verb that doesn't take a direct object. Rather, its object is put after the preposition. But without an object, it gives us a complete sense, like sleep, laugh, go, etc. The next topic is adverb. Adverb is a word that adds something to the meaning of a verb, adjective, sentence, or another adverb. For example, slowly, nicely, bravely, etc. Further illustration of adverb is first example, he drives carefully. Next, he is very smart. Number 3, indeed, I agree with you. Number 4, he drives very carefully. All these examples are in the same order as the uses of adverb have been described in its definition. Means the first sentence is showing adverb as adding something to the meaning of a verb. The second definition is showing adverb as adding something to the meaning of an adjective. The third example is showing us that an adverb is adding something to the meaning of a sentence. And the fourth and the last example is showing us that an adverb is adding something to the meaning of another adverb. So I hope that with these illustration you would understand parts of speech in detail. So the last one, adverb, by definition, its definition is a bit lengthy. So therefore, it needed further illustration with more examples. So I put those examples in order so that they may help in your better understanding of adverb. I hope the parts of speech would increase your knowledge about parts of speech and help you in understanding English grammar so that you are able to speak and write good and correct English. So that is enough for today. Inshallah, in our next lesson, we will discuss parts of speech from this point onward in more detail. So, Allah Hafiz. I will see you in the next lesson.